as promised, we are back to conclude our conversation about The Chi. We can't wait to get back into it. I just feel like another thing they did really well was talk about how it affected the community.
The whole community.
Watching Kevin go through it, like as a sibling, because he had a lot of guilt from the beginning, being like, I should have said something, but I didn't know because this is what we do. Like,
the fact that, honestly, I felt like this pushed him.
Kevin had a lot of heart.
I was going to say, not to become a man. That's what I was going to say.
Girl.
Like he, for real, like he got his man status in these couple of last episodes is what I was trying to get out. But I mean, because he was walking up to people houses, drug dealers' homes.
Yeah, that was wild for me.
He was fighting people on his job. I mean, he was just going hard.
He went off on his little girlfriend.
Yeah. He even tried to get him.
She was running her mouth too much, and it was her mother's fault. I blame her mother for that, but she was running her mouth too much. Yeah, she's not in that life, so she don't understand.
Right.
So we talked about how she was missing. Ronnie ends up finding her.
Yes,
because I
his
guess
grandmother told him
that he was going to do a good thing. And he ends up finding her. But at first, like when they was like it was the white guy, I was like, who was this white man?
Right.
I don't remember. And then we went through several times where he was like, I thought I found her, but I didn't. And then like Ronnie got saved this season, got baptized and all of that.
Hallelujah.
And then
just in time.
Just
in time, honey.
Girl in the nick.
Woo!
And then
hallelujah.
And then he ends up running into the guy because I think he heard her.
Yes, well, he heard a noise or something in the house. He went into the house and he knew, but he heard a noise. But the guy tried to blame it on something else, the television or something. Yeah, he turned the television up and all that other stuff. But then he came back again. That's when he knew because he heard it.
Yeah, and then like he bust up in and he really tried to take over, but he got beat.
He did get beat up, but then she went, ham on that nigga.
Yeah, she had to like when you really like that. That is so. She was traumatized.
I was gonna say she was so traumatized.
She was sitting there, and at a certain point, like she's a runner, and I think that's the thing that kept being in my head. Like she couldn't get out.
Because she tried to,
and then when she got out the house that one time, and he came and snatched her right back in.
Inhaled the air too.
Yeah, like she was sitting there like grass, and then she got taken back. I was like, you should have ran home,
and it was loud.
But you don't be thinking that. That's the thing. Like you just be like that. You out, and I mean, in that moment. It's just so hard to say what you would do.
That's true. Honestly, it really is. We don't have a lot of time, but that was very sad. Keisha ends up pregnant by her abductor.
Oh, that's the worst.
It is. And I mean, I assume it is. And she had to make a decision. You know, her mother was leading her to basically like, get rid of it. You don't have to live your life with this and whatever.
I mean, because that's what Keisha started out with. So I don't want to make it seem like
yes, it was Keisha's decision initially. And then she ends up changing her mind. And she said she wanted to bring the baby to term, so that's where we are with that.
And Kevin is very, very heated about this. Like, heated. How you gonna do that?
But in a little bit of time, we talked about Ronnie a little bit, but I think the initial question I have about the whole Ronnie journey is: do we think can a bad person ever become good?
I have to believe that as a Christian.
Yes, I do.
And it's
I believe
a prime
that.
Example.
I believe that you can change. I do believe it.
Do you believe once a man hits a woman, he'll never hit her again?
I do. I gotta believe that. I do. I gotta. I have to. Well, I'm sorry. We couldn't hear you. A little louder. Speaking to the mic. Wow. I didn't know she was going to do that as a follow-up.
I know. But no, I want to believe that an abuser can be set free from it.
That's good.
I believe. I really want to believe that. But it's. I want to say that it's like
because all the laces.
Because what I want to say is like because like an abuser, they can want to change, but then it's like the two have to change at the same time. Because even if the abuser like raise their hand a little bit, the one that was abused automatically jumps. So then it takes the abuser back. So it's like
she jumps, I'm gonna slap her anyway.
Two for flinching.
No, you're not gonna slap her anyway. But it's like, but it takes them back to that moment of you're not gonna ever let me change. Yeah.
It's those bologna sandwiches for me. So
I'm not talking about it. I do think that a bad person can change, and I feel like the thing that we also have to be mindful of is just because you change as a good person doesn't mean you're not going to reap the bad seeds that you've sown. And I think like the consequences still like it's still that. Like, you can be like, oh, okay, you know how a lot of niggas be. I did something horrible. I'm gonna put on my church suit and my Kurt Franklin slides and go to court and be like, Judge, I went to church on Sunday.
It don't happen
and
like
they be
that.
like, you're still going to jail. You're going to jail now.
Because you have consequences.
And I think that's the thing.
I think that it is, like, sometimes the victims or the people who feel like they're victims of the situations, they have to be willing to change as well. Because Coogie's friend, who just shot this man dead at the, what was that?
The grand opening, girl.
The grand opening.
Yeah.
And first of all,
Emmett, that's not a good sign.
It's not.
Remember the last time somebody said it's a sign?
Girl. That's what you about that. So we went to the movies pre-COVID. We went to the movies and we sitting there and like this lady comes
Queen
in.
and Slim.
So already. So this lady comes in just loud, pissing me off. I'm
was
a very avid movie
arguing
goer.
with her boyfriend or
Yeah,
something.
so like she coming in like, so she got this big, the big drink, not the little $5 one she put in. And so she walk in and they get to the seat. And when I say she spilled the entire drink.
Before she spilled the entire, she
spilled the entire drink.
Okay.
And so then we was looking at each other because I was trying not to laugh. And I looked at Candace like, oh my God. And she gonna say, it's a sign. It's a sign. The lady. And then she got her stuff and she
grabbed her stuff up and stomped back down the steps.
Yo,
and at the end of that movie, we said it was a sign. We should have left too.
Yo, we was dying laughing so hard. Like the way, if y'all could have saw that drink just spill everywhere, she just was
that
like,
drink probably cost her like $15.
She just, when I say, was
the
just
thing
like,
is though,
it's a sign.
The guy never left.
He did. So he was sitting there.
Matter of fact, I think he had a strong with sight. I'm playing. But
so that's it's a sign.
Yeah. So back to this. I think that it's really important for us to understand that people can change.
Yes.
Because when people show you who they are, you believe them.
You do not do that.
It's like, no, seriously. Like, he really put in the work to show you that he's changed. Now, if that man's still slapping bologna sandwiches out of you, or somebody's still going around the neighborhood just shooting people or being crazy, or they act like they don't care, right. Like, I think that is a separate situation. But for this man to continue to show that he's trying to change, and this little boy, and that's what's wrong. These little ignorant little kids, he gonna come into church being disrespectful.
Yeah, he sure did.
I said, where is?
And see, that's the other thing. The other thing is, that's why a lot of people, I know old school, like I know I do, like when certain stuff happen in your life, you don't go around blabbering. You don't go around telling everybody the stuff that's happening, because you'll fix it in your household, but then all those people that you told stuff to or that know about the situation, they still carry it. So here we have this situation that the whole neighborhood knew who Ronnie was or whatever, but some people saw his redemption. Some people saw his change and saw, the things that he was trying to do in his life. And he actually did have some really good friends. And he was on his way out of there anyway. He was leaving. That's the crazy part. He was going to leave because he had a job waiting for him finally. You know what I'm saying? He had done everything he was supposed to do. And here it is, somebody that still holding on to the past, then came back. And that wasn't gonna bring your person back.
But see, this
now
the
he
thing.
really gonna sound like a ghost.
You know they gonna bring him back for him.
We don't know.
They always bring him back.
No, they
bring him
don't.
out. Bring him out.
Season 2 showed you nothing because they don't. But I just feel like the thing is that because I'm one of those people, especially like if y'all tell me something that somebody did, it's gonna take me a while.
I know you one of those people.
I'm a person that like I don't believe in apologies. I believe in behavior.
Right, but this is the thing. Some people gotta realize that behavior is not gonna always be shown around you.
I get it, but all I'm saying is
it won't be shown overnight.
That is
and if it is shown overnight, you're gonna be like, they're just doing this for now.
Exactly.
Can never win with her.
This is a show.
But this is the thing. I feel like it's really difficult. Especially when you're the person that loves the person.
What is happening?
Because they have a grace when they love somebody that you don't have for that person. So like if something happens, or if I'm talking to somebody and he does something to me, shut up, and he does something to me, I can forgive him because I feel like, oh, this is worth it. But if you find out, well, let's just flip it, because you might just be like, oh, girl, it's fine. Understanding. It's SWV.
No, when it comes to real stuff, I be with getting rid of these niggas.
Okay, all right. So, like, that's the thing. So, like, when I'm in a place where I can see the good that I'm exposed to more, like, you got to realize people only hear the stories that you tell.
It be fake good with her, y'all.
That's all they got. So like the screenshots of your life that you give them, that's what they have based on the bad. And a lot of people don't come back and be like, girl, I almost tripped down the steps and he caught my arm. Girl, right. It's like, girl, he pushed me down the steps. He pushed me down the steps, and Blend is like, he pushed you down the steps.
That's why I'm saying, so
as
much as he been pushing you down the steps, he should have.
And this is just a sure sign why you should just never go around just telling everybody.
No, I don't think never, because I think a lot of black parents have the issue of telling you what stays in their house, what's in their house stays in their house, and sometimes you really need to get some help outside of their house to help the house, but you have to learn that balance and that discussion.
You got to balance it out.
But at the same time, it's certain things that I'm definitely gonna come and say something about when I feel like it's affecting me in a way that I need assistance and I need help, or when I'm really just seeking guidance. And sometimes you can just change the scenario and not say it's this person. Just give them the situation and ask them for their
if you
insight.
are listening and you're in an abusive relationship and if you're ready to go, seek help.
Absolutely, seek help.
Please.
Seek help, absolutely. And I just think that Ronnie his life was definitely
I knew difficult. He was going to die.
When you know.
Because you know how some shows build you up so much that you just
be like the focus this season.
Yeah, like in that episode you be like, oh dang, they gonna die this season.
It's true. There's certain times when people
it was another show I was watching. I was like, oh, this must be his death episode.
Oh, we know. I know the show, but you hate it, so I'm not gonna talk about it. But
Derek,
no, Uncle, Jorge, Woody. Anyway, so I just feel like with Ronnie, it was good to see. You don't know? It was good to see him grow and to change.
Yes, it was.
And to develop. And I just really, he went out trying to do things right.
Yes,
he really went out trying to do things right, and I can respect that. And for the people that couldn't see it, we know. For the people that couldn't see it, it's unfortunate because now the cycle that you hated, you've given to somebody else, to plenty of other people.
Exactly.
And it's like I really don't know the answer for that because I don't trust our injustice system.
Right.
And I know that everybody grieves, and you cannot replace what a person was to somebody.
I think. So I think honestly,
we killed that man on this show because we was asking for him to die.
We sure was asking for him to die. That is true. He was
I want to say that I believe that
$1 million.
One answer for it could possibly be that when you're raising the next generation to teach them a better way. To try. Because a lot of times what ends up happening, I know within this show, is the streets raised you. So,
or the streets raised. Like, go ahead.
So, she was about to be so mad. I'm just saying. It's just like sometimes, with the younger ones, we just got to go ahead and just try to raise them up the best way we can and keep them in the house. Well, not keep them in the house, but, teach them more. How to problem solve without violence and things like that. And I think that's a lack in the community, period.
Forgiveness.
That too.
Yeah.
And like
all
just
of that, like social skills, period.
Yeah, how to handle
a lot of them just don't
situations.
Know how
like
to.
Therapy is very important.
It's very important.
Meditation is very important. Understanding consequences is important because sometimes people really don't think of anything outside of their life, outside of their situation. Like you didn't think that you doing this was going to have a trickle, like it was going to affect other people.
Right.
So it's so much more to talk about, but like I told y'all, we're on a time.
For sure.
Ask us for after show if you really want to hear what we have to say, because we do have a lot to say, honestly.
And I just want a quick note. They did a lot this season with like Papa's spiritual journey.
Yes.
And it was because his father's a pastor, and I think that's a very important story for a lot of youth that are like in church trying to figure out God for themselves. And I do respect how they did it because he's still like in that place of searching. And I want to see like where it goes from there. We have Jake with the whole figuring out his family. What does this mean?
The whole dynamic.
Yeah. Duda is trash. I don't know why Lena was in this season at all.
I know. Honestly, I mean, I love her, but I don't like her as an actress.
Really? I liked her in Master of None.
I don't. Nope, I don't.
But yeah, like I just felt like y'all gonna bring this candidate out for what?
Right.
To lose. Why did y'all waste my time?
Right.
I think they were just showing us a lot of stuff this season.
They were.
Yeah, that's what I said. It's too many things for no reason. Like
I don't think it was no reason though.
I did.
Especially with it being a voting year.
Oh.
Whatever.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. I could get that. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can jump on board.
Oh, okay.
But anyway.
Well, yeah, guys. So, we have a lot of things going on. You should have watched it already on our page, which will be updated on later at the end of the show. We have a new segment. It's called the Black Girl Breakdown.
Wiki.
It is a short trailer when we let you know what our episodes are going to be about.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, you should watch them anyway, no matter what, but it'll let you know, like, oh, this is what this is going to be about. Okay, this is what they're talking about. I want to watch this one, or I'll catch the next one. But like I said, if you for real, then you won't watch all our episodes. We'll listen to all of our episodes as well. So, we have that going on. And we just want you guys to interact with us more.
Yes.
Give us feedback. As we stated, the shows are going to be a certain time if these girls can
reel it in
to the time limit. So with that being said, you'll have to come in and talk to us about what y'all want to talk more about. Mm-hmm. So we can do, we've done a live episode before on the podcast, but we also have, live that we can do on Instagram. Mm-hmm. We're not guaranteeing you that, but you reach out to us.
It's possible.
You reach out to us.
Anything is possible.
And we'll see what kind of things that we can do to interact with you all. But interact with us and
and email us, you guys.
Interact with you.
So to email us, you can email us at blackgirlbroadcast@gmail.com.
And follow us on social media on Instagram at blackgirl.broadcast_BGB, on Twitter at BLKGRL Broadcast, and on Facebook by searching Black Girl Broadcast.
And you can also search for us on your favorite podcast site, or tell your friends, because you already listen to us. So tell your friends to tell their friends, and if they know anything or anybody that is going to get us anywhere, then tell them to subscribe.
To get with our friends.
Yes. And search for us, Black Girl Broadcast. And we're going to be on YouTube again.
Yes,
so be on the
Search
lookout for us. We are so much fun in here. The faces that she was talking about when she says all of those wrong words in Fee's dictionary. Used to be Webster's dictionary, but now it's Fee's dictionary. So all those faces that come with her incorrect words, then you get to see those. And plus, we cute. She's married, but
we are cute. But until next time.
Ooh, child, this was a heavy episode.
This was a heavy season.
Be careful of your surroundings. I know we did. Be careful of your surroundings.
That's true. Keep progressing on your journey, wherever you are.
Be more forgiving.